because of all of you in this room, because of your support, your leadership, your time, you made this one of the best years in WCV's history. Give yourselves a round of applause. In 2018, across the state, Washington elected the largest class of environmental champions in a decade. So many of the wins that we saw this year would not have been possible without this group of dedicated new leaders. Can I have all of our first-term legislators here this morning stand one more time? We are so inspired by your dedicated leadership. These folks got right to work in the state capitol with longtime champions like Senator Reuben Carlisle and Representative Joe Fitzgibbon. So many issues this year, Washington took a big step forward for our environment. We passed the most comprehensive climate package in our history. We now have one of the strongest 100% clean electricity laws in the country. We took on the crisis in Puget Sound and passed an essential package of safeguards to help restore our waters and begin to save salmon and orcas. And we beat the oil industry to fix our state's toxic cleanup law so that we can get back to work cleaning up Washington's 6,000 toxic sites. But I want to get away from the headlines for a minute. We have always been a people-powered movement. None of this happens without real Washingtonians making their voices heard. On a cold, damp morning this January, over 600 people from 48 of our 49 legislative districts turned out for the largest lobby day yet. People started at 4 a.m. from Spokane, the Tri-Cities, and Aberdeen to meet with their legislators and demand action. And the legislature responded. All over the country, people are standing up. They're ready to fight, and our work has to rise with them. We are in a national crisis with the dangerous and amoral Trump administration threatening our democracy and our future. Every day they work to dismantle our foundational environmental protections by fostering corruption, silencing voices, ignoring even the most basic science, and letting the worst polluters write the laws that are supposed to hold them accountable. Just in the last month alone, they've tried to kill the clean car standards that the auto industry itself wants, and they're trying to roll back the Clean Water Act. I sleep a little better knowing that our national partner, the League of Conservation Voters, is fighting back in DC for us. Thanks to LCV President Gene Karpinski, who's here today, and the whole LCV team. All of this can be hard to take in, but despite the threats and attacks, I have hope. And here's what gives me hope. Young people are shaking the adults awake. Students from across Washington join millions around the world walking out of school to demand climate action. Tech workers join their calls, and labor unions close their doors in solidarity. Washington state leaders are fighting back. We all watched as our Governor Jay Inslee forced climate onto the presidential debate stage and demanded the field take on the crisis. Thank you, Governor. And other leaders are fighting back as well. Our Attorney General, Bob Ferguson, is doing everything he can to fight the attacks. Washington is a perfect Washington is a perfect 23-0 in winning lawsuits against the Trump administration. And Commissioner of Public Lands, Hillary Franz, is preparing our state for a growing fire season and ensuring that we include rural communities in our climate solutions. And this Washington is setting the course for the nation with smart, ambitious policy to tackle the crisis. We have gotten calls from states around the country who want to learn how to win on clean energy and advance climate justice. We share what we are learning and we grow with our partners because we know we are all in this together. Momentum is building. We are making progress. But we need to make change faster because we are simply running out of time. The window for slow, incremental change is over. Communities and tribes are standing up to fight dangerous fossil fuel megaprojects, and we are proud to stand with them. We cannot build a clean energy future for Washington while locking us into dirty, polluting frack gas in Kalama and Tacoma. As the voices of our communities grow louder, and as the most important election year in our lifetime looms, we have to recognize the stakes we face. This is our chance, maybe our last chance, to ensure we pass on a future we can be proud of. Before you all leave here today, I want you to think about the opportunity we have. I want you to ask yourself, what will you do with this time? Your being here is proof that you're ready to fight. Thanks for standing with us. And now, I have the honor of introducing Senator David Frocht, who has represented the 46th legislative district in the Senate since 2011. During his time in office, Senator Frocht has earned a reputation as an energetic and effective lawmaker for our environment. This past session, he did a simple yet remarkable thing. He saw a problem, he asked people what they thought needed to be done to fix it, he listened to what he heard, and then he got to work. Senator Frocht constructed a bill to fix our state toxic cleanup law so that polluters pay their fair share to restore communities. He utilized his leadership role in the state capital budget process to deliver a big win. When the deep pockets of the oil industry tried to push back, Senator Frocht remained steadfast and focused on what people and the environment truly needed. He was an unstoppable force, and it was remarkable to finally get this done. It is my pleasure to welcome Senator David Frocht, WCV's 2019 Legislator of the Year. Please join me in congratulating him.